it's coffee time. I'm so upset with myself because I just recently came up with a technique to keep that from happening. So what happens, guys, is this and this suction together with their mighty water powers, and then when I try to lift it up, they attach to each other, right? And so it winds up falling, and when it's on the table, it falls on the table. So I've been developing this technique where instead of it happening like this, I just peel it back first. Much like when you're trying not to get steam burns and you're cooking, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna lift the lid up that way and then pull it off, so that you don't just get all this steam in your face. I know a woman who got really bad steam burns on her arm from the process of having like the colander and then pouring noodles into the colander. All that steam came up and was hitting her arms when she got steam burns, and so ever since then, my mom and I were both like, we were doing all the things to keep ourselves from getting steam burns. Oh my goodness. Anywho, so tonight I'm going to a concert. I'm really excited about it. I haven't been to one since Anamanaguchi, which wasn't that long ago, but these are going to be very different concerts. I'm not sure where this one is happening. Anamanaguchi was at the Troubadour, which is small, but very cute. And yeah, so it should be really fun. I'm really excited that I get to go. But before that, I have to tell you about the most intellectual misunderstanding of the term RPG that I ever heard in my life. It's going to be one of those scenarios like, you know, when people have a narrative that starts off in a way where you're like, okay, I know exactly how this is going to end, and then it doesn't end that way and you're shocked. That's what happened on the Metro today. So, Indiecade is going on. And that's in the Culver City area, which, if you don't know California very well, I guess Venice Beach would be the closest thing that you might have recognition with. It's kind of in that area. So Indiecade is happening there. It's an indie games festival. It's not huge, but they have like these big space invaders that they put in some of the courtyards and stuff, and it's really cute, and I like it. But so because of that, a lot of people are coming into the Culver City area in order to register. So while I was on the bus and the metro and going all over LA and whatever else today, I was seeing a lot of people who were on their way to Culver. And there was a scenario in which I was sitting there, and there was this really adorable nerdy guy who was talking with this big group of girls. And they were all like giggling and cooing over him and asking him all of these questions about video games that were just hilarious to me. So I was like sitting not too far away from them because I wanted to listen to their conversation. And they were all, I don't know, like, you know, when girls are just like, oh my gosh, that is like so, I don't know, a thing about video games. Oh my gosh. With any topic, you know. I try to be very like cute about it. So when they asked him what type of games he likes to play, I was expecting, because I have heard this conversation happen so many times, I was expecting him to say what type of game he likes to play, and then they would know what it was, and ask him to explain, right? So one of the girls asks him what his favorite type of game is, and he sat there for a second, and he was like, well, I really like adventure games, I really like puzzle games, and I was like, yeah, that's right, man, yeah. And then he goes, I don't know, I guess like maybe RPGs are my favorite? And the girl who had asked said, oh, does that have something to do with rockets? And at first I was like, what? That makes no sense. Why would your mind immediately go to rockets? I was like, what? And she asked it in a way where there was no response that I could have in my brain immediately other than to be like, what? And then I thought about it longer and I realized rocket-propelled grenade is what she thought he was saying. And he was like, what? No, it's like role-playing games. And she was like, oh. And I was like, well, we are nearby a college. I don't know what she studies, but it like immediately went from me going, this conversation is giving me some sort of a disease to me going, what do those girls over there study? Like, it's like, what? It was so funny. And so now whenever I hear somebody say RPG, I'm going to think, are those games about rockets? And I'll go, yes. Yes, they are. I thought that was kind of funny, but it's cute. Lots of, like, really nerdy people on the buses and stuff today. And one woman who had the most amazing hairstyle. Like, all of her hair was in pretty thick braids like this, and then she had pulled them all up. It wasn't like she had braided them up so that they went smoothly. It was like she braided them down, so then she pulled them all up so there was like big loops all around her head, and then tied them right here, and then they all like were flopping all over the place. It was hilarious. It was the most hilarious hairstyle, and it was a really old woman too. It's like, you lady, you know what's up. And other breaking news, I think that my cat hides the nail clippers, like his cat nail clippers. I have bought 3 separate pairs of cat nail clippers at this point. I have no idea where they are. I have no idea where they are. Every single time they disappear. And I'm like, I know where everything else is. I know where everything else in my room is. It might not seem like it. It might seem like I'm disorganized, but for the most part, if I need to find something, I know exactly where it is. I don't know where the cat clippers are. Where are they? Does he hide them? Sherlock Cat, making my life so hard. Also, just so you guys have like a heads up, and I'll remind you again, next week from Tuesday through Saturday, I'm not going to be here. I'll try to put up videos if I can, but I will be in the Bay for my papa's interment. And then I'm going to be helping them with, like, sorting his stuff and all that sort of thing. So I will be gone for a few days, being with the family and helping out with that sort of stuff. So I don't know how much time I'll have. Hopefully I'll be able to make videos. I'm going to stockpile some stuff, like gameplay stuff, for Press Heart, but I can't, there's really nothing I can possibly stockpile for this one. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Hey guys, it's definitely Wednesday, the 18th. It's not gonna happen. But if I can put up videos, that will be the dopeness. So we will see. We'll see if that works out. And obviously that means that I won't be there for the podcast again, which is sad, but gotta be there. Gotta be there for the fam. So, anywho, I think that's everything. Oh, hold on. Let me have one last contemplative sip of water. Yes. I'm going to be attempting to get to Jarnar's place by bus/rail, which I've never attempted to do before, so that should be really funny. Never done it before. But I think it'll work out fine. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be fine. But yeah. So I'm gonna go. But I hope you guys had a great day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow, and I'll let you know how the concert went. Bye-bye. Mwah.